Well, hello there, and good evening again. Just returned from our evening events, and I wanted to take some time to process the things that I've learned tonight and the things that were spoken by Scott Brown and Dr. Moorcraft. I'm going to do that, go through my notes, and post another update about that. But I also wanted to just post some things about the materials that I've purchased. This is always a good conference for buying materials and good things to edify. I packed light so that I'd have room to bring some stuff back. But one of the things I bought, I guess this is just one of those things only a pastor wants. It's they're going to have to ship it to me. It's actually a 3-volume set called Reformed Confessions of the 16th and 17th Centuries in English Translations. 1567 to 1599 is Volume 3. Volume 2 and Volume 1 have other confessions. In light of the confession that we've been studying, and in light of Reformation Day, and in light of the ongoing conversations that we've all been having about various confessions of the faith, I thought this was fantastic. I was reading through them, and they're incredible. There are hundreds of Reformed confessions, and we like to think, well, there's the Westminster, there's London, there's the Three Forms of Unity, Belgic, Canons of Dort, things like that, but there are some I've never even heard of, and there are some from other countries and other languages. There's a wealth of confessional material here, so that's on its way to me. I also got some other things from the bookshelf. I went by the Chalcedon booth, big surprise, and found sermons from Obadiah and Jonah. I know we all don't see eye to eye about Rushdoony sometimes, but it's good to see different takes on the material that you're about to preach through. I've been reading some Sinclair Ferguson on Rushdoony, sitting over there beside me, and some other things. It's very, very amazing to see how the Lord works in different men. Also, if you've ever read the John Abbott's books, this is The Child at Home, and everything looks reversed in the video. I can't flip that, but John Abbott writes The Mother at Home, The Family at Home. This is The Child at Home. Living to please God and your parents. I bought this to perhaps encourage my little son as he comes up. John Abbott lived in 1805 to 1877. His writing style is very tender and very shepherdly and pastorally. He is a very good resource. I strongly recommend everything John Abbott writes. I also had to pick up Paul Washer's second book, The Gospel Call and True Conversion. I like how Paul Washer brings the gospel. I like how he preaches an evangelistic message. As usual, Kevin Swanson was here tempting me with good books. Not him personally, this time his daughter. And on his table were the book series that I've been looking to get, Studies into Proverbs. And there's a 3-volume set, and they're filled with good study material. If you want to take your family through the book of Proverbs, this is a superb resource to have. It's excellent. It has questions, family discussion questions. It's really designed to be a resource for family worship and devotions. So I finally picked that up. I've been looking at that for a long time. And then one of my favorite reformers, the subtitle of the book is Forgotten Giant of the Reformation, Pierre Verret. He was one of the reformers that was one of Calvin and Farel's friends. He was present at the Lausanne debate in Switzerland. You might know about that from studying John Calvin. If you have read the book called The Betrayal, about John Calvin's life, a fictionalized biography, fantastic book. Pierre Verret is in there. I always liked this guy. He was hunted down by the Catholics, poisoned. One time they tried to kill him by poisoning. One time they tried to kill him by running him through with a sword. Neither try worked. And every report is that this was one of the happiest men you could meet. And so I really like him, and so I thought I'd pick up a book. And by the way, this is the look I was going for Reformation Day, except for that collar. Just so you know, it does kind of look like a modern jacket. So these are some of the resources I've picked up, and I intend to probably pass through there again and gather some more. It's just a real pleasure to have these people publishing material like this. Reformation Heritage and some of the other solid ground Christian books. These people exist not to make $1 million, not to become wealthy and rich publishing books and selling millions and millions of books. These people are in it because they love the Lord. They know they're not going to sell millions of copies of Confessions of the 16th and 17th century in 3 volumes translated into English. They know they're not going to sell those, but they put them out there anyway because God's people need good materials. And so there's been a great influx of good, solid reading material from these ministries, and that's what they are. They're ministries, and we should support them. So I strongly recommend supporting Kevin Swanson's Generations with Vision. In fact, they give me a nice little coffee mug today I get to bring home and drink my coffee in. I strongly support Solid Ground Christian Books. They're a more Baptistic, Reformed Baptist ministry. Reformation heritage comes from the Dutch Reformed tradition, so they're going to be a little more Dutch Reformed. That's Joel Beeke's. He writes a lot of their stuff. Obviously, there's Chalcedon that is more Presbyterian-minded. And all of these are here. I'm very encouraged by seeing the great co-laboring together. There's none of this stuff you see on Facebook about who's really Reformed and who's not. We all know our traditions and where we come from. What I'm encouraged to see is that we are able to put those things aside. We have people who confess the Belgic Confession, London Baptist Confession, Westminster Confession, and a number of other confessions, but we're all Reformed confessional people gathering together to get down to the business of the important things. And it's very encouraging to see. It's a fresh and encouraging thing, unlike what I've seen on Facebook lately and on various social media outlets. So those are some of the resources. I'm going to review my notes and post an update later about what I've learned today. Very convicting, and I hope to bring that back to you, my congregation. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.